Alright, if you saw the end of my last video, you know that I'm kind of sick, and I'm still sick. But I thought this week, I honestly am hitting a bit of a creative rut in my long form videos. I'm really contemplating what I want to film for my reels, and I really want to do that. But honestly, all I can think about are fall videos and what I want to do for mine. That being said, I really use making videos and reading like this as a form of therapy, but between anticipating fall videos and the fall releases, it's like I'm so clocked out, locked out, you know what I mean? But for this video, I thought we could do something funny. I thought we could do something fun. I don't think I'm gonna do it for a whole week. I think I'm gonna give myself 5 days of this challenge. But years ago, in one of my book subscription boxes, I got this cool little coin. And one side says one more chapter, and then the other one says done for now. So I thought I would let that coin decide how much I read this week, but there's a little catch. I don't feel good. And also at one of my jobs, I do get to read quite a bit for half of the week. So I don't want to walk into work, read one chapter, and then it say done for now, and maybe like sitting there for hours with literally nothing to do. So this is gonna be like, I'm gonna do this before bed, and if I stay up until 1 a.m. because I keep hitting a one more chapter coin, then that's gonna be the challenge. I'm still gonna be reading throughout the day, and then I'm gonna do this when I get home. Okay? Okay. It's my video and my coin and my books, so I'm gonna make the rules. Okay. The book I am reading in this video, or starting with, depending on how much reading I actually do. Editing Allie, you're gonna have to cut out all of these coughs. I've hit the point in like coughing where I'm just gagging. If you ever see me making this face after a cut, it's probably because I just had a coughing attack. Okay, so anyway. The book I've chosen is, I got this in my book of the month. What month was this for? I think this was my July pick. This was my July pick. It's In Stormy Weather by Chelsea Curto? Anyway. So I did start this morning at work, and I read, also on theme, I'm using the bookmark I designed, my summer bookmark. And I think it goes very cute with this. I stopped in the middle of a chapter, so I will finish this chapter, and then after that is what's going to decide, you know, one more or done for now. I should also mention it's very late and I still need a shower. But anyway, I made it to page 125. But like I said, that's in the middle of the chapter. The next page would be 128. Not bad considering I started that today. And half of the day I was watching a stream. So far, it is super easy to read. The banter is so good. It's like, it's one of those books, and I can't explain it because it's not necessarily anything so different than other authors have written. It's just, I can feel the atmosphere in this one. Like, I can smell the rain. I can feel the humidity because, like, do I live in Orlando? No. But, like, I get it. And, like, I could picture, like, from the first chapter, she, like, walks out on her craftsmanship home porch. And, like, I could just so picture it so easily. The banter is good. I like that the love interest is not doom and gloomy. I mean, like, he has his own personal things, but he's, like, outgoing and loud and fun. And then there's, like, already, like, this friend group, and, like, all of the friends are super easy to picture. Like, everything just feels good so far. And I hope it continues that way. Okay? But so far, I'm really liking this. I definitely can see myself eating this up, and that's why I'm, like, even before this challenge starts, based off how much and how quickly I read today alone before the challenge, I definitely probably end up having to pick another book. So far, I'm really liking this. What it's about, pretty much, is about two rival meteorologists who grew up together. It's best friend's brother, forced proximity, you know, storm chasers. I think one of the tropes is, like, do it once, get it out of your system. If you catch my draft, yeah. But even, like, so far there's been, like, a chili cook-off at a festival, and, like, a summer festival, and then, like, there was a fair, or maybe that was a summer festival. It just feels so atmospheric, and I can picture, and it feels good. I can feel the heat. I can feel, like, the sticky air. So far I'm honestly really, really liking it. So I'm gonna finish, well, actually, I'm gonna take a shower and drink some tea and see if that helps. And then I'm gonna finish the chapter I stopped in the middle of. And I'm going to go ahead and flip the coin and see what we're gonna do the rest of the night. Also, side note, can I just say before we do this, I did not think that I was sick. I thought I had a dry cough because some stuff happened. Some stuff from the past got brought up like 2 weeks ago or a week ago, and I cried. So then I thought my throat was raw because of like the nasal drainage, and I was like, oh, I have a dry cough. And then it continued. And now I can't stop coughing. Anyway, you didn't ask for this. So I'm gonna go ahead and flip. From right here, everything looks good. I know that when I edit this, I'm gonna look so rough. I edited a video yesterday of when I first got sick, and I had eye bags like this big. This is like a big coin to try to like, oop. All right, well. Also, this coin, it's gorgeous. It is. Okay, so we're gonna finish our chapter. That's like 3 pages. This decides if I go to bed tonight. Or soon. I don't know if I'm typically a flip the coin and then toss it over. I think I'm just gonna let it fall. Let me scoot back. Ooh. Oh, it landed on one more chapter. It landed on this one. You're just gonna have to trust me. It did, I swear. So it did land on one more chapter. I'm gonna go shower. I'm gonna finish the chapter I'm on and then read one more, and then we will revisit this. Is tonight the night that I stay up until like 1 a.m.? We'll see. Also, that coin has been sitting on the arm of my couch for like 3 years. It's just been on there like a little ornament, like it was a piece of the couch. 3 years, 4 years probably. It's been up there for like 4 years, because this predated my ex. And like our whole relationship. That's been up there like 4 or 5 years. Okay, neither. It didn't help. I'm starting to feel it over here. The book is going really good. We just got to the part where the whole friend group met up at a bar. Not the friend Harlow's bar, like a different bar. I think I'm on chapter 12, page 140 something. I still really like it. I like all of the friends. I like the friend group. I feel like I can picture it. Like, you know when you can picture something so clearly in your head, you can almost like visualize what filter the movie would use or the show would use, if that makes sense. I don't know how to explain that if you're not like a movie person or like, I don't know, but you know how like Twilight is like blue? I'm having a great time with the book, but I am ready to lay down. This probably looks like I'm like fake coughing. I'm cutting out all of the hacking. I'm just have like the little light coughs. We're gonna go again. And we're gonna, okay, you ready? I wanna go to bed. Oh! Done for now. That's good. I feel like we're at a good pausing point. Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if the next chapter... Can I help you? I don't know if the next chapter is going to continue this night or if it's going to jump to a new day. Either way, I feel like it's a good pausing point. I feel like I'm probably going to read a ton tomorrow. To be fair, very likely we will have to pick another book for this video. But so far, I'm really liking this book a lot. So we will be back tomorrow, and hopefully I am coughing less. Yes? Okay. Okay, this is terrible lighting. It's the next night. I'm going to start my chapter in a minute, and then let's see what we're gonna read after that. I have to read another chapter. I'm so tired. Okay, fine. I'm gonna read my starting chapter, and then that is my keep reading chapter, and I'll come back after.
I was a rebel without a cause, living out of the blue.
That is like the dirty talk we've been waiting for.
Didn't have a clue.
Thank you,
Love was just
Chelsea.
warm out on
And we're not even to like spice. It's just like foreplay right now, really. Oh, hold on. Hold on. I'm on chapter 16.
Okay, Quincy. We love a girl who knows what she wants and vocalizes what she wants. It is so dark. I still don't feel good, so we've been on the couch this evening. I don't feel like we're just here today. So I read my chapter, and then I read my coin flipped read another chapter, so now we're gonna see what now we're gonna see if I'm going to read another chapter or go to bed. Not to be like a total buzzkill for this challenge, but I like to go to bed. Ooh, that was a terrible flip. Oh my gosh, you're not gonna believe it. It does say stop right there. I know that there's gonna be a night, and probably a night that I work late, then it's gonna be like, read one more, read one more, read one more. But honestly, the days, I have 2 jobs. One I work day shift and one I work night shift. Those days, because I get home so late, I doubt that I'll try to read before bed. Maybe I will. Maybe make this video good. I think, like I said, I think I'm only gonna do this video for 5 days, not a full 7. That way I can get it up this week. I don't think I also talked about like what I read today. I did read a little chunk today, not quite as much as I did yesterday. But for the record, I am on page 210 now, and there are 391 pages. So I definitely think that I could finish this probably the day after tomorrow. I'm not gonna assume that I'm gonna read almost 200 pages tomorrow. What would that be? 280 pages tomorrow? No, 180 pages tomorrow? Sorry, my brain's not working. 390 minus 210. That'd just be 100. Wait. I have 200 pages. Ignore me. Maybe just cut all that out. My brain's not working. Anyway, I get to go to bed. Woo! My last update so far. I'm loving this book. I don't want to jinx anything, but right now it's giving 5-star, which you'll be happy to know because so far, out of my book of the month books that I've read, I've probably read 5 at this point. Or maybe this is my 4th. And at one point, like 2 in a row that I read were not 5 stars, which is okay. Not every book is going to be. The kind of good thing about book of the month is I'm picking up books I might not always pick or might not like be so in tune to my like reading habits. The last one that I read, which was Our Perfect Storm, was a 5-star. Do I just like books where people are like meteorologists or on the news and chasing bad weather? Anyway, I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna go to bed now. Who knows? Maybe I'll read a ton tomorrow at work and we'll start a whole new book tomorrow night. I highly doubt it. I'm also kind of savoring this book. This is a great book to read. I don't think you would expect it because it's talking about a storm. This is a great book to read in the summer. Especially, like I'm telling you, I can smell the rain. I can feel the humidity. It's so good. Anyway, good night. Okay, it is the next day. I am on page 334. So I have this much left, and I'm gonna go ahead. It's not as late as the other nights that I've started this challenge because it's a little rainy outside, and I'm gonna go read my like starter chapter, and then I guess flip my coin. But tonight is the night that I hope that I get one more chapter until I can finish this book. I think I have like 60 pages left. I literally have 6 chapters left. If I get so close to the end and then my coin says don't read, I'm gonna be so upset because I want to finish this. I love this book. It is so cute. It is so atmospheric. I literally can feel the weight of like the humid air on me. Like, I love this book. And I will share some more of my notes later, but I just want to go outside and read because it's like kind of sprinkling, kind of light thundering outside. So I'm going to do my obligatory chapter, and then let's see if I get to read another one. If I don't, I'm going to be so pissed. Let me grab my coin. So far, the coin has been very agreeable to what I wanted. Okay. So I'm going to read my starter chapter, and let's see if I get to read another one. Oh no, it's on me. Oh, it landed like completely sideways. Hold on.
Yeah. I can edit it out and you would never know. I'm pissed! I'm reading one more chapter and then I'm done for the night. Okay. Well. I'm so pissed, dude.
I'm not fast. 30, should do it with grace, but I'm not okay. Still the world keeps turning. I need a break.
Okay, to no one's surprise, I'm still coughing. In fact, I only got like an hour or two of sleep last night because, well, if you must know, I stayed up until like 2 something in the morning watching The Walking Dead. I have not watched that show in years, and I never caught up with it. I stopped watching after the Glenn situation. But before that, little lore for Allie. A couple times in college, I had the opportunity to work for kind of like Norman Reedus a couple times, which is really cool. And like, which is such a like cool experience. Don't get me wrong, he would not know who I am if he passed me in the street. We did not work like that closely. Anyway, back in a kick of rewatching that. I'm on season 5. And then fell asleep for less than an hour, woke up having a coughing fit, had to stay up for like a couple hours so I could make a tea full of honey and like a throat lozenge and stuff like that. And then I didn't go back to bed until like the sun was coming up. So I'm tired. But... oh, and I had therapy today, so super emotional, crying and everything. So all I want to do right now is finish this daggum book. I think now, I read my 1 chapter yesterday, so I think I only have 5 chapters left. I think what I said yesterday is I had 6, and then I read my 1, obviously. So I'm really hoping that I can just finish this today, though it will make it awkward considering I wanted to film this video for 5 days, and I read this one in 4. If I can even finish it today. And it's like, I'm doing this in the middle of the day, not even right before bed. So if it doesn't let me finish this, what am I doing with the rest of my day? Okay, I'm going to read my 1 starting chapter, and then let's see what I read after. Let me just finish the book. Okay, I get to read 2 chapters. Should I go ahead and just do them all right now and see what I get to read? Okay, this is for if I get to read a 3rd chapter or not. Guys, like, why did I do this challenge this week? Because it was the only week that I, like, had 2 days off. I could have just been reading and reading and reading. Okay, I'm gonna go read my 2 chapters. Okay, since this is the last day that I am filming this video, and there is a chance that this coin will not let me read 3 chapters in a row, here's what I'm gonna do. I work at night tonight. Not like through the night, but I won't get home until like closer to 11. So what if I start now, read my starting chapter and flip the coin, and if it doesn't let me read another chapter or 2 more chapters, I read that tonight after work instead of going straight to bed. So there's a chance I'm still staying up late to finish this because I would like to do this challenge in 5 days, and I would like to finish this book. I love this book. So let's see. Let me double check where I am. Okay, chapter 32. Okay, there's literally 2 chapters and the epilogue. So here's my obligatory chapter 1. Let's see if I can read the next one. No, I'm not. I'm reading it when I get home, apparently. But let's see. I'm going to read the last chapter and the epilogue when I get home from work no matter what. I'm not going to save the end of the book for tomorrow to read 1 chapter. So let's just see if this was later, what would I get? And see if this would decide if I got to finish the book tonight. Oh, I would! Okay, so I'm not cheating. I'm not cheating. So I'm going to read 1 chapter now, and then I will read the last chapter in the epilogue when I get home from work late at night. And then I will come back probably tomorrow to really talk about some of the notes that I've taken about this book and like my overall thoughts. Ooh, ouchie. They're about to go long distance, and them being like, we're gonna figure it out, we're gonna figure it out. Too close to home. Too close to home. In a book, it's gonna work out. In real life, it doesn't always.
I hate real life. I want everything to be fictional.
I'm gonna go ahead and do my review now instead of later tonight because it is storming and I feel like it's only fitting if you hear some thunder in the background. But I did finish In Stormy Weather. Also, in the epilogue, they dropped the title and I was like, oh, like I really wish I had gone through, and there was like 3 or 4 things that I wish I had like highlighted. I usually only highlight things if I'm committing to like a full annotation, but I didn't, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I love this book so much. I will definitely reread this book. I loved it. And I even like, you know, I like so, oh, also, I got a new phone case, customized. It has my name and all my favorite books. I made this before I read this book. This book probably would have been on this list. But if you've seen any of my other videos before, it's very rare that I actually like leave a review online. I mean, like I know this is online, but like on Goodreads, I very rarely leave reviews. But sometimes you never know what or why a book is just gonna like, you're just gonna love it, you know? Like, I like never knew that I would be so obsessed with Lights Out or Nightshade by Keri Lake, and like there's just you never expect some of those, you know? So I even wrote a review, but then I do have a couple notes that I want to talk about. So obviously these are a couple notes that I took while reading, and like you'll probably see me re-mention it in my review because they're days apart. But the first one I took was that I really like that Quincy is an influencer, but it's like a niche influencer. It's not like, oh, I have to take a selfie here and do that there. It's like, no, she has a passion and she has made a hobby and a living out of it. Like very similarly to like anybody who makes book content. It feels very like, it feels very reminiscent of that because it's like it's very like, I don't know. I loved it. It was very different. Like, and also like Sebastian's a celebrity. And like, that's crazy because it's like, I would not market this book as like, oh, it's an influencer and a celebrity, because like, it's not like, no, it's good. Real good. Also, Quincy is smart as hell and confident. I love her. I have a crush on Quincy. I want to be Quincy. Like Sebastian, I get the obsession. I do. I love it. Like I can just so vividly picture, especially like on that car ride to the beach with all of their friends. Like I can just picture her. And I think it said she was an oversized t-shirt, like in an oversized t-shirt with her knees pulled up in the front seat, sitting kind of sideways, laughing with her friends. Like I can so vividly picture this book and this friend group, which I feel like I do have that gift where you can picture things so vividly in your mind. So for me to like be like, oh, I can picture it so vividly, I don't know what makes it different for me because I picture everything that I read very vividly, but I think maybe it's the feeling that picturing gives me, and maybe I like can picture stuff in some books, but it doesn't always give me like a homey feel. Like I feel like homesick for these books, for this book and this character already. I don't know. Well, characters. Also, there is a thing that comes up in this. Why are you screaming? There is a thing that comes up in this book where they apply, like they've had this whole rivalry like through high school and college, and then Sebastian moves to New York City, and then Quincy stays in like close to Orlando. And so like there's this thing that comes up where they both apply for the same job without knowing. And I was like, okay, this is gonna be like the third act conflict. Like that's what this is gonna be, like whatever, fine. But it wasn't. Like they like literally 2 chapters later they were like, hey, we both applied for this. And like it was not the conflict, it was not the, you know, it was like relieving and like refreshing because I was like, oh. I don't know, I liked that it surprised me that it wasn't the third act conflict. But now I want to read the review that I wrote. And keep in mind, like I said, I've just said some of these things, and I've said other things that I wrote in my review as I was reading it, so you've definitely heard all of this before. I did rate it 5 stars because I thought it was fun, it was easy, and it was atmospheric. I had a great time. I really enjoyed it. That's a 5-star for me. If I like it, it's 5 stars. I'm not some critical, like, whatever. Sue me. So I said, I love this book. It was quick and easy. Quincy is a confident woman who knows what she wants and is strong. There's a typo in here and I don't remember what I put. Anyway, she is strong, smart, and sexy. Sebastian is f***ing obsessed with her and it's so cute. Oops. I never know what book is going to hit me, and this one did, specifically with the atmosphere. I could feel the heavy humid air on my skin, and I could smell the rain coming in from a distance. I could picture the friend group at the bar or their game night or in the car and on the beach. And I actually like the influencer and the celebrity aspect in this book when I don't always like that trope in others. I said, I just loved it. So cute. Why are you crying? My cats are crying. I have to go check on them. Okay. But yes, I also really hope, I didn't put it in my review, there are like little about the other friends in the friend group, and I so hope that we get more. I hope the friend group gets flushed out and we get all their books. I was obsessed with it. I loved her writing. I loved her banter. I loved that she made Quincy strong and know what she wants in life for herself, for her content, in her intimate life. Like, I love that. Like, I love when female characters and people in my life, like I've told my friends, like, you sometimes have to vocalize what you want, and I don't think it's an unsexy thing to do in your intimate life. And then also when people vocalize what they want and they're so headstrong in what they love, like career-wise, hobby-wise, their interests, like, it's also so sexy. Like, I completely agree that Quincy is so sexy because she is so smart and so self-assured. And Sebastian even said it in the epilogue where he was like, I love that she is so strong and doesn't need anyone's help, but sometimes she asks for my help and it makes me feel so good. Like, she can fight her own battles, and I love that about her. I love this book, and I love these characters. Okay, so it is storming the rest of the night, so, like, it would have been cool to read this book tonight, but now that I am done, I'll be patiently waiting for Chelsea Curto to write literally anything else. I know she has other books. I'll probably go into her backlog a little bit. But also, that cover is cute. Not to mention Sebastian being a secret fangirl for years and commenting under Pocket Full of Sunshine 89. Which I mean, I guessed. I think you were supposed to guess that, but it was so cute. But there's one thing that I was confused about. Slight spoiler. At the end, the like grand gesture, which again, I say it all the time, they don't work in real life, don't do them. You know, running from the airport or flying to where someone is, doesn't work in real life, don't do it. Anyway, he does it, and he's a guy, so it's okay. It's not crazy if you're a guy, it's romantic. But there's a part where, like, she's getting a bunch of comments on her live stream that she's like, oh, like, they're kind of talking about Sebastian, so it's like clear that Sebastian probably posted about something, but like, you never know what it is, and I'm like really curious what that was. Anyway, I feel like that was pretty vague. I don't want to ruin the ending. I mean, but like, shocker, plot twist, spoiler, they get together. So Quincy describes their love as a lightning strike. But no, yeah, like the comments on her live stream were like, I hope he makes it there. So it's like, what did he post that we don't know about? Because I thought we would find out in the epilogue, and we didn't. Whatever, it all happened. It worked out. It's fine. Yeah, so the storm's here. I'm going to go. Well, I don't know. I was supposed to go walk around a festival. That got canceled. I don't know what I'm doing now. I'm already dressed. Yeah. Please read this book. It was so cute. My mom is not a reader, so I'm very, very picky about what I tell her she has to read. I have like maybe 5 books for her that I want her to read. I added this to it. I was like, you have to read this book. It's so good. Okay. Bye.